Carlos Gonzalez was a Bishop Paiute tribal member. He was 23 years old and he was my son. Carlos was an older brother to his younger three siblings, Caitlin, Ashley, and George. And he had one older sister, Leticia. He was very kind, caring, and respectful. He would wake up in the morning and make you a cup of coffee. He would make you a fire on a cold day. He would give to others, even if he didn't have much for himself.
My brother Carlos was a very not outgoing. He was kind of shy, but when you met him, he was very outgoing. And he was just kind of like, I wouldn't say a nerd, but kind of this day and age, a lot of people saying a yapper. My brother loved to yap. He liked to make jokes. He liked to tell us all the fun facts and really go into detail about every individual topic. He just had this type of personality that if you were having a conversation with him, you'd be like, what the heck is this guy talking about? But laughing at the same time. That's the kind of things that I think about when I think of him. And I just think of just his laugh. I think that whenever he walked into a room and his laughter, it just like, it feels like it would never leave, you know?
You give birth to your child and you're proud of every achievement that they do. And to lose them is probably one of the worst painful things. He's not here anymore. I lost my mom, I lost my dad, I lost my sister, but losing my son, I don't think that'll ever go away. I had trained previously in suicide post-prevention, and also different various suicide prevention programming. I had the training in place. There's signs, there's warning signs, there's things to be aware of, but there's also instances where you're caught off guard, you have no idea. It couldn't have happened to me. This isn't going to happen to me ever, but it did.
When my brother committed suicide, I just felt like we weren't doing our job. Like, this is all we've done since we were little, going to workshops and trainings and doing all these different activities on suicide prevention and how to be a good leader and how to make this ideal life for yourselves and going to Native youth conferences. Like, we literally were doing all we could to prevent this for others, and I just never in a million years would have thought that this would have happened to us. Like, the people who are always helping, trying to prevent suicide, like, and this happens to us. But it really just tells, like, there's no way that all suicide is preventable, but it's just like you really need to treat others how you want to be treated. You need to be kind to others. You need to reach out to others, and you need to like stress like everyone belongs.
Mental health is very important, and getting care for your mental health is key. There are 24-hour helplines that are specific to Indigenous people and Native communities. And so having those resources in place has been very helpful for me. We're in a very great place being Native American because we have that type of support where you're able to turn to your culture and get the help and support that you need.
I think it's not only other people starting these different organizations or these different programs or different workshops that go on, but also the people that are wanting these things to happen. Like, reach out like to your community and see like how we can make this happen, because I know like even if you just post it on Facebook or like a different group or Instagram, like I know someone will reach out and give you positive feedback on how to make these changes and things happen. I think that that's just all I want for sure, is just more and more and more outreach to happen. And I think that's how other people can be impacted.
I told my therapist I want to be able to say my son's name without crying. because I want his memory to live on, because he was an amazing young man and I love him. I don't want to cry every time I hear his name or say his name. So for me, it's the strength of a mother and the strength of a provider. I want to be able to help somebody in their time of loss. So sharing what I went through, I hope that people can find strength for themselves to move on and for that memory to live on, and for them to give back to others